It may not look like much, but this is going to be the beginning of me building a giant military base. Bigger than the pyramids. Well, that one's small. Now you can choose between campaign or sandbox, and sandbox has a ton of different options that you can choose to build your military camp. Everything from the type of territory you're going to be fighting over to the biomes, your hero, and even the enemy. So you can truly customize this to your exact specifications. So I want to say a big shout out and thank you to One Military Camp for sponsoring today's video. You can get the game for yourself and find out more using the link in the video description below. It releases on the 20th and there's a Steam sale of 30% for the first week. And if you like the game, it's a small indie team. Reviews help so much. What's the biggest military base in the world? Fort Bragg. Wait a minute, that's close to me. 260,000 people and 54,000 troops? We're gonna try to beat that and take over all of this territory that is being held by my arch nemesis. It's gonna be tough, but all we have to do is start with the basics, like building a road to the pyramids. We're gonna need some barracks so that our future soldiers have some place to stay. And you guessed it, they're gonna need not bullets first, but food. Building a military base kind of goes how you think it would. You're gonna need everything from a maintenance building for workers to power plants to power the buildings. There's a lot of moving parts in a military base. All the while, we've got this little boat delivering people that we can then convert into troops. But before we start building soldiers, well, we're gonna need maintenance workers. We're gonna need cooks.
Who's putting all this in the bin?
We're gonna need warehouses for fuel and other resources to wage war. Now we can get resources, everything from ammunition and artillery shells, medical supplies, food and fuel, and we need some food. So what we can do is go to the overworld map and find a local supplier. Baron's Fried Chicken delivers. Look at that. It's a nice, beautiful red helicopter that would be terrible for military service. I want one more cook, and this person looks like they're gonna make a great soldier, so Hannah, you're a cook. But we're gonna move you to the night shift, because we've already got 2 cooks in the kitchen, and you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. Otherwise, people are gonna get angry, and when there's lots of guns around, well... Now that we got the basics, it's time to start creating the training fields. We've got buildings to train their intelligence. I guess it's, yeah, that would make sense, a library. You wanna work on your speed? Well, run under barbed wire. Strength training, it's the gym. Frida looks like she's a little bit slow. So, you know what? You're gonna be a grunt, our first one, and we actually need to train you to go to speed. Now, as you're doing this, you can just continually expand over this whole area. I don't know if we're gonna be as big as Fort Bragg, but we are going to try. But when each of these buildings holds 7 people, Fort Bragg had 54,000 active troops. Okay, we're just gonna need 7,714 buildings. That's a lot. We'll hire a bunch more troops. This is how much money we're making a day. 5,850, that's pretty decent. We got 207,000 in the bank, but we're gonna need more money, and the best way to do that is to find some missions. But when you want to do a mission, you're going to need the right types of troops. The first type of troop we're going to need is artillery troops. So in order to be able to go on these attack missions to get more gold to build an even bigger base, we need to train artillery soldiers. And looks like we can do just that. Now, do you see that radiating circle? That means it's loud over here. So you don't want to put it next to where people are sleeping. We're going to recruit some more troops and see if we can't...
Yes, sir.
Oh! We just got hit by the enemy's spy operation. Here's their headquarters, and they sabotaged us. We need more maintenance people. Needless to say, we are in a war. So after a few bits of repairing, we're back in business, but now we're out of fuel. So let's order some from the fuel store. It gets delivered, and that should allow us to fuel the generators. And now I'm realizing that where I put the fuel warehouse is a little bit far from here. So let's just move it. Actually, let's move the generator. We're having some logistics issues, and I think I might be able to solve it by hiring a few more maintenance people. So we're gonna want to look for people who aren't very remarkable or don't look like they're soldier material. We'll put you on the night shift. Actually, we'll put you on the day shift. And we finally have power again. I just bought tons and tons of supplies. This base needs to grow. One of the other things we're in desperate need of is technology. So let's build a research lab. Now this doesn't create noise, so we could probably put it anywhere. I would imagine we need highly intelligent people, and we can hire one more. And we just generated our first bit of research points. 62 per minute. Those are rookie numbers. This guy looks like he'll be a better doctor later, but right now you are a researcher. Our first artillery class soldier. Yes. We only need one more to go on our first mission. Now the first thing that we can unlock is actually explosives engineering, which we are going to need for later missions. Now that we have our second artilleryman, it's time. Now the dangerous thing here is the forces comparison barely favors us, but I'm a risky man. Start the mission. We're going to need a hospital. But first, before even that, we need a heliport. Now the helicopter goes out, drops off the troops, and we just have to play the waiting game. But while that's happening, let's build more troops, just in case, I don't know, these guys don't come home. Apparently, maintenance workers don't like to sleep in the same barracks as the troops. And this guy here, the accommodations are lower than expected. Well, buddy, this is the military. We've successfully completed the mission.
We're not here to lose. Make sure to get them next time.
In a failing capacity. Okay, back to the drawing board. We need to train our troops even better. Now we're losing $250 a day, so these missions are becoming incredibly important. Looking at the available missions, we're also going to need to work on explosives engineering and our first infantryman, which, if I'm not mistaken, we did research. We've already got another power overload. This base is in need of more power. I think we can do that. The problem is our fuel consumption is going to go through the roof, thus decreasing our daily profit. If we do not figure this out, we're going to shut down, not because of all of our soldiers are dead or injured or they left it. Well, they would have left us because we went bankrupt. Welcome to the bomb division. I love how the bomb division, there's just someone like with a baseball bat hitting grenades up in the air. That's fantastic training. We don't have a building to increase accuracy. What an idiot. Who is running this operation? I love how my cook is very hungry. Buddy, you're the cook. Let's send some troops on a rescue mission. That definitely favors us. We can't lose that one. Right? Now, right now in the early stages, I'm basically just rejecting anybody and everybody who has a negative trait. We can finally specialize in infantrymen. We've got an explosives engineer on standby, and we can participate in this attack mission, maybe. Yeah, we have a 50-50 chance. We're gonna have to wait. Now, losing about 2,200 a day, we would close down in, 2 months. We do have a lot of available research, and I think increasing the level. We're getting, you know what? These people are hungry. We can retrieve this operation now. This one has to be a success. Hey! It was. Not only that, but we got $9,000, which should sustain us at least 3 more days than we would have. Now, 51 versus 40. I feel like I'm a gambling man right now. But I do love the ability to sort and just find the smartest person, set them as the new goal, which is the comms operator. They can immediately specialize. Look at how fantastic that is. You get to graduate your troops from learning basic skills to more advanced skills, and thus allowing them to specialize. Hey, and we succeeded on this mission. All right, we're starting to make some money. Now, it's becoming very readily apparent that we have the barracks for the grunts, but then a lot of people require private housing. So let's increase the value of the private housing. Now we can upgrade them for 180 each. Oh my gosh, I was just thinking this. It read my mind, and I can upgrade them all immediately. I'm a happy man. When games do your job for you, you just love it. Now, we had that spy sneak in and blow up our base. I would like to put a security guard in place. And here's their area of coverage. This is pretty decent. And we just got 2 new artillery troops, so we might actually be able to take out 2 targets? Let's see. Yes! Oh, we're gonna need another heliport, obviously. We'll put it out by the other one. But we're starting to take back territory against our arch nemesis. And once we take this region, we'll be able to start doing missions in others. And now that I'm getting some money and I can buy my supplies and feel a lot more secure, that we can sustain ourselves financially. Now, it's no Fort Bragg yet, but it looks like it's getting there. Missions retrieving, successful. We're 85 versus their 40. That's an immediate victory. Except for the fact that we're lacking on helicopters. How expensive it is to run another helicopter. Am I getting ahead of myself? Probably. So we're gonna do it. And another successful mission. We only have 2 left in this region. And my base, considering where we started, it just seems massive. Ooh, some of the next missions are spy-based missions. Oh, we don't have any spies. We don't even have that technology unlocked, but we can get it. This guy would be a great soldier. Stamina decreases slower, and let's get you working on strength so we can set your goal as an artilleryman. Managing all this, I feel like I need an AI assistant. I mean, I like playing video games. We could put it in an entertainment building. Now it makes a lot of noise because I guess it keeps the people happy. Wait a minute, I can make money off my people? Oh, no way. Private Eric Gunnison, straight out of Sweden. Another successful mission, and we'll go out for this one. I think that's the last one. And we're increasing our taxes by owning this region. So that's pretty cool. But I would imagine doctors need to be smart. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you're gonna be a doctor. And you're gonna be a doctor. A lot of people are getting sick. Now, this last mission was also a wild success, leaving us 2 full regions under our command, opening up this island over here and this isthmus where we're gonna need spies and infantry, which we are training, more spies and tank drivers. What about over here? And an aviator? We're gonna need so many new classes of troops. But fortunately for us, we started with a very humble beginning, and already, I want to say, we're on our way to becoming the Fort Bragg in one military camp. Once again, a big shout out and thank you to One Military Camp for sponsoring today's video. Remember, you can get the game for yourself using the link in the description, and if you want to see more, well, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.